Hello, everybody. I'm Evan Happel. I'm the Director of Marketing with Luminous, and we are excited today to start off a new series that we are calling Boss Talks. Our first guest today is going to be Colleen Kearnes. She's with a local company based here in the great state of Washington, Seattle area, and she heads up their marketing, a lot of social media and other things. And she also does a lot of things with personal branding that she applies to her work in real estate. So I will join Colleen to the conversation.
Hello.
All right. Thanks for joining me, Colleen.
Of course, I'm excited. How are you?
I'm doing great. Like we have some people joining us. Hey, Leah.
Yeah,
And yeah, I'm thankful for you saying yes to this. First of all, yeah,
of course.
you are our first guest. And I figured picking somebody that's used to doing a lot of Instagram would be
Mm,
choice to get this going.
yeah.
So I'd love for you to just start off by talking about what you do with your day-to-day job with
Mhm,
marketing real estate. So if you could kick it
mhm.
off with that, it'd be awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Hi, everyone watching. My name is Colleen. I am a Seattle local. I've actually been working on social media and the marketing realm for about 7 years now, mainly in kind of an entrepreneurial space. So I have a blog. I do a lot of content creator stuff here on my personal Instagram, and I work with a ton of brands all over Seattle and national brands. And this past year, I started in real estate. So now I work with a few different property management companies. I do all of their marketing, photography, video, their social media, and then marketing on the back end as well, posting ads and stuff. So we actually use Luminous and Parking Boss, a few of their softwares at our properties. That's how we got connected. And yeah, it's been really fun learning more about real estate. I've always been interested in it and learning more about the leasing end of it, apartments and stuff. I don't do the leasing, I just do the marketing and kind of support the leasing agents in that way. But it's really fun. It's a cool industry. So yeah.
Yeah, great. Great. Thanks for sharing a little bit about yourself. The thing that so we you said we I guess got introduced because you guys became a customer of ours. One of the things that I noticed was that you actually learned about us because you were using it at a community you were living at.
Yeah.
So, what was your experience initially? Because it must have been good enough to recommend to your company.
Yeah, it was actually a great experience. So I live kind of in downtown Seattle, actually more by the Space Needle, if you're familiar. So we just opened up in Seattle. There's this new arena. So it really changed the traffic in that area. The city made all of the parking in that area paid street parking. So I had
Okay.
to now use my apartment's garage and get a parking spot. So I signed up for a parking spot and you guys were the ones that kind of managed that. And it was really easy to sign up. That was just my first impression with the QR code. There's a sticker on my car with a QR code, made it super easy to sign up. It's all on the app, really user friendly. And this is exactly what we need in our new property with the company I'm working for, because we just opened up a brand new luxury property. And just to give the residents that quick, easy, tech friendly experience was
Right.
exactly what we needed. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm happy that you were happy enough person that you would recommend it
Yeah.
with your company. That's awesome. And you said you guys just opened a new community.
Mhm.
It's called Park. It's just
Yeah.
spelled a
Park, it's
little
spelled,
different.
yeah, it's spelled Parque, but pronounced Park. And it's in Kirkland, Washington. It's a brand new kind of mid-rise 4-story luxury apartment building. So that's our new project right now. We're actually opening up two new buildings, but one of them is going to be two buildings side to side in the next few years. So it's been really cool because I started with this company back in May and the building in Kirkland was still under construction. So I got to see it in the final stages and open and just really bloom into this really cool brand. And we have a lot of Google employees living there and everything's very high tech. The windows are self tinting and we have
Wow.
these locks you can unlock your door with your Apple Watch or your smartphone. So it's
Nice.
really cool to see it from not start to finish, but opening up and in lease up.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Yeah. And that's a whole different thing when you have
Yeah.
a new development. Because I know most of your other work is in actually an almost older buildings, right? That you
Yeah.
guys revamp and remodel and make awesome, but they're not new.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of actually Seattle registered historic landmark
Oh,
properties,
okay.
and then a lot of just vintage buildings in general. So they have their charm. They have cute, quirky vintage charm to them, and we do renovate them sometimes. But yeah, it's very night and day to this huge high-tech luxury property in Kirkland, and then all of our smaller luxury properties all over Seattle, Capitol Hill. We have some in North Seattle, Fremont, Ballard. So yeah, we're all over.
Yeah. No, and that's really cool. And I know you guys are just getting into the new space.
Mhm,
And I looked at your guys' Instagram, which is
mhm,
Park Kirkland. So check
mhm.
them out. One of the things that I'm really curious about is what you're doing with social media personally as a business, and what kind of carryover does that have successfully over into kind of the real estate world, where we view it as more of these are buildings, these are places people live. But what I'm seeing is a trend towards a move towards social media and more faces being used, not just buildings, to show obviously life is happening here. So, what do you see? What have you tried that's been successful in both realms?
Yeah, yeah, I can rewind it to how I started on social media. So
Sure.
it was probably 8 or 7 years ago. It was purely a creative outlet for me. I've always been a creative person. I danced a lot, ballet and modern dance, so I've always been into the arts and stuff, and photography and videography and stuff like that. So, social media has always been that aspect for me, just a creative outlet. And then over the years, I started to work with brands, started to grow my page, develop a community on here. And I've worked with huge brands. I've worked with Google and Starbucks, Sephora, L'Oreal, all these big name brands and done sponsorships and stuff. So that's how it started to turn into a business where I was, oh, I can get paid to do
Sure.
photography for them and show off products and recommend products to my community and stuff that. And then I actually started a direct sales business a few years ago to get even further into the sales aspect of that, where I'm able to help people with their hair problems, their skincare needs, and I do direct sales to my followers and whoever's interested. So it's always started as a creative outlet, but then over the years turned into a business, but it doesn't feel like a job to me. It just feels fun and I love sharing my life and I love going all over Seattle and sharing cool new spots, restaurants. There's a selfie museum in Seattle, which is really cool. It's kind of a photo studio,
Okay.
and then translating that into my job now with real estate, it's really all about sharing the community and what we have to offer because every building is so different, especially in the different neighborhoods. And then with this new property in Kirkland, because we are in lease up and we are trying to fill up the building with brand new residents, we're trying to build that community and show people this is a fun space to live and it's tech friendly and it's a younger demographic, but we're open to everyone, of course. And we accept dogs there too. So we have a lot of pet lovers and translating that into their social media has been fun because I've been able
Yeah.
to capture that on Instagram reels and doing a lot of videos with the residents and the events and stuff that. And that's actually one reason why I love your company too, because you guys are very community centric as well. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. We try our best to not only showcase our employees and all
Mhm,
the, because we have our salespeople, but we also have customer success, so many other companies, but we try to get as involved as possible. Our people
mhm.
do, I think you participated actually recently with our boss bingo.
And then being good
And
fun, yeah.
yeah, so we want to reach back into the community
Mhm,
that we're serving and the people that are working in them and build relationship, not just
yeah,
expecting, hey, yeah, we provide a product and that's all we are, but just there's people involved in all these communities. There's people involved in ours too, and try our best to build relationship rather than
yeah, yeah,
just be a transaction.
yeah. And that's really what I believe is the root of good business is your relationships and your ability to build that trust with people too. And I feel, at least for me on social media, that's what I do every day because I share my life with the people that follow me and my friends and stuff that watch me too. So I'm able to get more on an intimate level by sharing with people what I do and what I can building that relationship. And I talk to people in my DMs all the time, random people I would never ever meet across the world. It's fun
Right.
to build those relationships too on social
Right.
media.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and truth be told, not that I haven't been on social media, but I am not one that has personally posted videos such as this. So this is jumping out of my comfort zone a little bit when it comes to what I'm used to. It's not that
Yeah.
I'm against it at all, but it's not something that I find myself doing often.
Yeah.
So
It's fun. Going live is fun, especially just chatting this with someone else, and other people are gonna be able to watch this and learn about it.
right,
It's a fun
right.
tool to use and connect.
And in that vein, obviously you've seen success when it comes to your personal branding and things that. Do you think
Mhm.
there's any room for personal branding to translate into, I guess, the real estate world? I'm starting to see more and more property managers put themselves in the video and things
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that give human can give some humanity to this space.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think that it is something that we're moving towards, and not just in real estate, that business, but all businesses in general. Before working for this company, I actually worked for a restaurant in Seattle, so I did all of their social media for that specific restaurant. It's a pizza place. And I started to incorporate that human element into the content of showing the cooks making the food and showing people serving the food, not just a picture of the food.
Right.
And I think especially in real estate, because it's a community, people are living in your building. So you need to show the people behind that, not only your residents and stuff, if they feel comfortable being on photo and video, but also the people behind the scenes and showing the people that you're working with and the building managers and that there are, like, real people supporting your business, and it makes it more what's the word? People are able to connect to it more, and they start to trust your business more when they see the people behind it.
Yeah. And I think obviously we want everything to look perfect, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm seeing a few people take a risk by showing that they're not when it comes
Yeah.
to their business. And especially even in living at a place, we want
Mhm.
to paint this picture that this is, you'll move in and this will be this
Mhm.
a mural or a piece of art that you just live in, apparently.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing a few people take a risk and go beyond that and show even the things that are hard, or they try to be funny and
Uh-huh.
showcase other things. So I think we're hesitant to do that, and I think maybe we're moving in that direction more broadly, but I think people wanna protect their brand, and they don't want the image of a community or other things to get tarnished in some way, but I don't know, I think people are a little more forgiving than we give them credit for when it comes
Yeah.
to, uh,
Yeah.
branding.
It's funny because I feel that whole mentality stemmed out of the growth of TikTok
Uh-huh.
because you think about it, and I've been in the social media world for a while, so I've followed trends, but Instagram has always been a photo-centric social media. So it's
Right.
been very, perfect. You have these
Mhm.
beautiful images that you're scrolling through every day. You're seeing people's highlight reels.
Right.
TikTok, on the other hand, is more in the moment. People just put up whatever they want. They're funny, they're messy, they show their real life, they're not afraid to say
Right.
something that they wouldn't say normally.
Yeah.
So it's more kind of real, whereas Instagram has been more curated. And
Uh-huh.
now we're seeing Instagram make that shift because they're seeing that TikTok has been so popular with especially with video in general, but
Right.
also just that more real life content. So that and I think we're seeing that kind of across the board in general with not only social media, but marketing in general, because you want it to be more inclusive and showing all aspects of building a business and kind of behind the scenes. And you see so many small businesses blow up these days because they're showing them starting in their basement or in their garage or packaging orders and shipping it out to these customers and being so grateful for their new customers.
Right.
That kind of behind the scenes element has helped so many businesses just explode because people love seeing that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's pulling the curtain. If all is the branding, the logo, the colors, whatever, you don't see people. So
Mhm.
pulling the curtain back and being, yeah, we look pretty. Yeah, there's
But there's
things
more to us.
behind it.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
No, that's great. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. So
Yeah.
are you on TikTok as well?
I am okay, so I actually had a TikTok for a while and I got locked out of my account and I couldn't recover it. So I started a new TikTok recently.
Okay.
Have it. It's my same username. It's Colleen K just with an extra K. It's
Okay.
Colleen KK. But I'm not super consistent on there. Instagram is my main platform. I'm just do TikTok on the side, starting to grow it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's interesting because obviously you see people doing TikToks and then just sharing them onto Instagram.
Yeah, I do that too. When I make an Instagram reel, I'll also post it on TikTok or vice versa.
Okay.
And now we have Pinterest, which is a whole 'nother beast. Pinterest is growing with their video platform
Oh,
too, so
really? I didn't know that.
yeah, they have a new new feature on Pinterest called story ideas or idea pins, and it's pretty much exactly the same as TikTok or Instagram Reels, where it's a short form video that you can scroll through.
Oh,
And they have the creator fund too. So Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest all have creator funds now where you can get paid for your views. So obviously, if you reach a certain level, they'll start to pay you. So
right.
yeah, video is taking over on
It
all
is.
platforms.
It
And
is.
it's on Facebook now too. Reels are on
Right.
Facebook.
Yeah, here's me jumping into that.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. No, yeah. But it's interesting because I see the value in that for something of interest because you be able to showcase whatever it is, making a recipe or whatever
Yeah.
you're getting, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and videos
that's
are more engaging
interesting.
too. People will watch a video as long as you keep people's attention and make it quick, they'll just drag it on. People will sit there and watch a video, whereas they could just scroll past a photo and barely see it. So they're more
Right.
engaging in a way.
Has Instagram upped their length of ability to make videos? I know they're
Um,
shorter
I
than TikTok or longer and
so Reels are still up to 60 seconds.
okay.
TikTok, I believe some people can do 10 minutes now, which is a long time. Most people can do up to 3 minutes. So Instagram's not quite that long yet, but you can still do a live this and then save it
Mm,
or just post a regular video that's longer and post it. But for the
sure.
Reels feature, it's only 60 seconds.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Mm.
I'm sure I'll become acquainted with TikTok at some point.
Yeah.
I'm starting to build a library of funny clips of things related to parking and other stuff.
Mhm.
We'll see what I can do creatively. I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, I save stuff all the time in my notes app on my phone. If I find something that I'm inspired by that I want to recreate, either for the real estate business or for my personal page, I'll just save it in my notes app and then go back and make my own version of that.
yeah, definitely. Obviously, we talked about Kirkland. What
Mhm.
company is that a part of? So who do you work for? We never talked about that.
Oh,
So
it's actually two different property management companies. Aspire Properties Northwest
okay.
manages Park, and
Okay.
then Northwest Apartments has all the vintage buildings in Seattle.
Okay. So you have branding and focuses.
Yeah, so we have our luxury properties and the vintage properties. Aspire though is it's just Park Kirkland right now, and it is gonna take over those new constructions. So we have one in Bellevue coming up and then one on right on Mercer Street by Seattle Center opening in a few years.
Okay.
So yeah, very exciting.
So hiring you, was that a new move for them? Did they have a presence
Oh,
or are you the
they
new
yeah, I mean, they had their Northwest Apartments social media. I completely started Park Kirkland from scratch. Park actually has a TikTok too, which I'm starting to grow too. So because that's a new building, I just started that. But no, they had a marketing person. I believe it was before me, but before COVID. So there
Mm,
was a little bit of a gap in there where they didn't have anybody. So I came in and I kind of revamped everything.
yeah. Hey, and
Yeah.
it's kind of gives you a clean slate to do new and
Mhm.
exciting things. Try stuff out.
Yeah, it's been really fun, like, working in the apartment industry. We have so many property I think we have 80, almost 80, 76 or so buildings, so it's been cool to see all the different styles of buildings and learn about it and see these buildings in Seattle that I have driven by my whole life because 'cause I've been here my whole life and
Right.
I'm, "Oh, we own that building." You know?
Yeah.
It's been cool.
Right. Yeah, it opens your eyes to a whole new world. You're living
Mhm.
in apartments, but if you were me, I didn't grow up living in an apartment.
Yeah.
I went to college. That's my first taste of apartments. And then on, I had
Mhm.
a lot of exposure, but it was a whole world I had to learn, right? I wasn't used to living literally next door to people. And
Yeah.
that whole experience of being in a shared space and building and all that kind of stuff. So it is a
Mhm.
whole nother world, really. But I've been in this space now for a while. So I've been around.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a cool industry. Yeah.
Yeah. So is there anything else you wanted to share? Things you've learned along the
Um
way? Cool things happening in your company you want to talk about?
think so. I think I shared everything. Yeah, we have the new properties opening up. So we haven't started construction yet, so it'll still be a few years. Park Kirkland is still going. We're still filling up and we're still in lease up, but have a few left. Yeah. It's been fun though. It's been cool to be a part of a company that is large, but still growing, and there's always new things going on.
You know, and I'm sure as things progress and you show success, they'll probably even get a little more, okay, we're opening the box of creativity.
Yeah, that's one thing I really appreciate. The owners, they trust me. They know what I do on social media for my personal page. So they'll just do your thing. Be creative, have fun, make it young and fresh. So they
That's
love
nice.
social media. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a company that's not so big that they're corporate, right?
Yeah. No,
Like,
it's family owned between kind of two different families. Yeah.
oh, okay, that's cool. We did have
Yeah.
a question. Leah asked, what kind of videos on TikTok do you find successful in promoting your community?
So definitely showing off the amenities and just showing people the space, what you have to offer. I do a lot of so for Park Kirkland, I do a lot of videos on the rooftop because it's a gorgeous view. So just
Oh,
kind of creating that FOMO. Why do people want to live there or even just visit there and take a tour? Why would people be interested in your property? What makes it exclusive? Because the FOMO aspect is big on social media, especially
mm,
seeing a really desirable place to live. But then also, like I said, sharing about the community and doing resident events. You could post a video getting ready for the event and creating that excitement, and then a video like of the event and afterwards.
yeah. And I saw
Yeah.
your recent event was involving pets.
Oh
And
yeah.
let's be honest, everybody loves a good picture of a
Everybody
dog.
loves dogs. Yeah, but also I will say staying on top of trends too. So try to find accounts similar to yours or similar to whatever you're sharing. And this could be said for any genre, not just apartments, but find accounts that are similar to yours and just scroll through their content. But then also scroll through the For You page or the Explore page on Instagram and see what's trending. If you hear the same audio multiple times, that's a trending audio. If you see
Mm,
the same types of reels or TikToks, those are trending types of videos. And then you
right.
can make that and use that audio, but for your content and whatever you want to share about,
And
if that
then
makes sense.
it'll trend with it.
Yeah. And
People
then you'll
see
get
it, get exposed.
more views. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely something I've been an observer, learner. Now it's time to apply some of these learnings, and I'll continue learning from the professionals, you and others, and hopefully
Yeah.
it'll
And
turn
just have
into
fun with
something.
it. I feel
Yeah,
that's a given, but you got to remember sometimes don't be perfect. Just put
right.
content out there because more content, even if it's a little bit messy, is better than posting once a month and it's a perfect video. You want more content because people are quick these days with we scroll every day. So people are
Right.
going to want fresh content all the time.
Yeah, that's definitely something when it comes to social media I've realized is if you're so busy making it perfect and you're you said posting once a day or what or once a
Mhm.
week, I don't know.
Yeah.
First of all, you're crossing your fingers that people are even seeing it. So you spend all that
Mhm.
time
Yeah.
and it's like
Yep.
5 people saw it. So
Yep.
it
Yep.
was perfect. It was perfect, but no one saw it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's another way a reason to stay on top of viral trends and stuff too, because it pretty much guarantees you that you'll get more views if you use trending audios and stuff that. But then yeah,
Yeah,
just pumping out more content in general.
just mass content in your
Mhm.
face all the time. We have a few
Yeah.
people on. I don't know if anybody else had a question or something they wanted to ask Colleen while we have her. So I'll give everybody a second if they have any questions. All right. It doesn't look it, but Colleen, I just want to say thank you for being literally my first guest.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks
First
for
of all,
asking me. It was fun. And we can do this
yeah,
again if you want.
yes, absolutely. And I'll let you get back to your Friday. Have a great weekend. And for all that joined us, I just want to say thank you. And hopefully, this is the first of many boss talks. And we'll just have fun. We'll let this take a life of its own. So,
Yeah.
uh,
It'll be great.
yep. All right.
Okay. Have a good one.
You too. All right.
Bye.
Bye.